You know how they say dogs are a man's best friend? I disagree with that. I think dogs can be everybody's best friends. Boys, girls, men, women, there's a dog for everybody. Except people who are allergic. At least there's hypoallergenic dogs. For the people who say that dogs are just big, four-legged pooping animals, humans are too, you know, just without the extra 2 legs. My mom was one of these people. She didn't necessarily hate dogs, but she wouldn't have considered herself a dog lover. She'd say hi to whatever dog she came across, but she wouldn't consider get one for herself. But my mom living in a house being the only girl in a house with boys, sometimes you just have to accept that the majority does win sometimes. I'd always wanted a dog growing up. But I guess eventually I accepted that it wasn't happening. Eventually, the COVID-19 pandemic came along. As my parents and I were watching the news, we kept hearing, people are getting dogs during the pandemic, seeing as this is the perfect time because people work from home now. This was perfect. School had just shut down recently, but my birthday was coming up. I didn't really know what I wanted. I just asked for the usual stuff. A cell phone with mobile data, a dog, some new books that had come out recently, a dog, a TV in my room, a dog. You get it. I kept asking my mom about a dog, and she kept saying the same thing. Having a dog is a lot of work, and I don't want some four-legged pooping animal living in my house. But I had backup. My older brother, who's 11 and a half years older than me, had also always wanted a dog, and so had my dad. Finally, my mom broke, and she agreed to do some research on dogs with me. For any kids out there who want a dog, try putting in some research. Tell your parents that there are many different types of dogs. My mom had a lot of requirements. First, the dog had to be small. She said big dogs meant big poop. She wanted a dog that could just chill on her lap and not make her feel smaller than the dog. Second, it had to not shed. We weren't going to add cleaning up fur/hair all day to our schedule. Third, it had to be hypoallergenic. I want to talk about this one a bit more. The meaning of a hypoallergenic dog is a dog that nobody can be allergic to, basically. I was talking to my friend, and we were saying that we hadn't seen each other since before the pandemic in person. He kept saying that even after the pandemic, he wouldn't be able to come to my house because he's allergic to dogs. There's nothing wrong with that, of course. Lots of people are allergic to dogs. He said that if he got near my dog's fur, then he might have an allergic reaction. I told him that my dog has hair, not fur, as in the stuff you have on your head. But I don't know. Anyways, my mom said that the dog also had to be easy to train. So I convinced my mom to take online quizzes with me and to research dog breeds. And one breed kept popping up. Poodles. My parents weren't really sold on poodles though, and I understand why. No offense to poodle owners, but the standard poodle just wasn't for us. But we soon learned that there are different types of poodles of different sizes. The smallest poodle is the teacup poodle. The teacup poodle is literally exactly what it sounds like. It's the size of a teacup. It can fit anywhere. We thought about it, but my mom said that it gets stuck in the vents or something. The next size up is the toy poodle. The toy poodle shouldn't weigh over 10 pounds, and is pretty much the middle-sized poodle. After that is the miniature poodle. After that is just the standard poodle, the one you think of when you think of poodles. We were also thinking about Yorkshire Terriers, Malteses, and Bichon Frises. I really wanted the Bichon Frise because it was adorable. But the more research we did, we realized that the Bichons are pretty clingy, and my family usually goes to places for hours at a time, on weekends. And a lot of grocery stores don't allow animals at all, let alone barking dogs. So we ruled out the Bichon Frise. So we finally decided on the toy poodle. It had all the requirements of my mom. It was adorable, it was smart, and it was an all-around good dog. Plus, my dad was already working his main job from home pre-COVID, and he sure as heck wasn't going back to the office post-pandemic. So we wouldn't even need to leave the dog home alone that much. Since she got married, she's lived in a house with boys, so she saw this as her chance to get another girl in the house. Since we were going to get a girl, we had to think of girl names. I suggested Michaela, but my mom said that was too long a name for a dog. So I simply shortened it. How about Kayla? Yes, we're naming it Kayla. Good job, Christian. But you saw the title and thumbnail of this video, so stay tuned. Eventually, we had to start looking at where we were going to get this dog. We finally had my mom's approval, so we looked and looked for toy poodles. Oh, and also, we wanted the color apricot for the toy poodle. But my mom said that we should get white, so it would be easier to see if the dog was dirty. My brother had found a breeder called Enchantment Poodles through his work, and we called the number. They had 2 dogs left, a girl and a boy. Their other 2 siblings had already been sold. The breeder, named Julie, loved her dogs very much. It wasn't even about the money for Julie, rather finding a good home for her dogs. She does charge money though. Just so you guys know, as of the time of producing this video, Julie does not have any more toy poodles. Only minis. The father of the dogs was a toy poodle, and the mom was a miniature poodle. Anyways, we talked to Julie on the phone, and when we told her we were first-time pet owners looking for a girl, she put a halt to that idea. She told us that girl dogs can be stubborn and hard to train, whereas the boy would be easier to train. My mom was miffed, but she agreed, because being easy to train was one of her requirements. So Julie said that we could get the boy dog. So, while my mom talked to Julie about the price, I went and celebrated. I wanted to tell my friends as soon as possible, but my mom said to wait. You know how many people you've told, right? Oh gosh. So, on Tuesday, April 21st, 2020, my mom, my brother, and I drove to go visit the dog. Oh wait, I forgot something. The name of the dog. I was going through boy dog names online one night. I saw Ace, Cooper. Then I saw Cody. But then my brother yelled, "How about Kobe?" That was a great idea. Kobe was the perfect name for the dog. So on the 21st of April, we visited Kobe and his sister. I was timid to hold him at first. but then he was really cute and nice. A few days later, on April 24th, we came to pick up Kobe to take him home forever. We thanked the breeder and drove 2 hours back home with the sobbing dog because he missed his family. But actually, Kobe's pretty well behaved now. We've had Kobe for about a year and a half now, and he's the best thing ever. He's well behaved and he lets you do anything to him. He's obedient and he's smart, for better or for worse. Kobe is my best friend, and I couldn't ask for a better dog. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this heartfelt video. I worked the hardest on this one more than my other ones that I've uploaded so far. I love Kobe, and I hope he loves me. Enchantment pillows will be linked in the description. Also, the night we got Kobe was the only night he'd ever slept in my room. Since the day after, he slept in his crate. Some people call it a kennel. In the dining room. Kobe is amazing. And yes, basketball fans, these references are intentional. We came up with Kobe after Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. We also picked up Kobe on April 24th because that's the number Kobe Bryant was known for in basketball. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys in the next time. Don't forget YAAAP, you are an awesome person.